Shalom besties, my name is Haley and I am sharing my Jewish learning journey. And if you saw my YouTube trailer that just came out, I have a lot going on. First and foremost, I am converting to Orthodox Judaism. The reason I wanted to start this channel was to document my journey during this time, and what a better time to start than the Jewish New Year, Rosh Hashanah. So today we are going to talk about the high holy days, the high holidays. Originally, I thought the high holy days were Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, and Sukkot, but it's actually just Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur and the days in between, which we call the 10 days of awe. So let's start with Rosh Hashanah. You might be in year 2025, but we are about to be in the year 5786. Rosh Hashanah is observed for 2 days because way back in the day, Rosh Hashanah would start with the new moon. So to be extra sure that it was a new moon, they made it a 2-day observance. And we observe 2 days of Rosh Hashanah both in the diaspora and in Israel. There are some holidays where Israel does only 1 day of the holiday, but if you're in the diaspora, you do 2. All of us do 2 for Rosh Hashanah. We don't really celebrate Rosh Hashanah in your typical New Year's Eve fashion. There isn't a big countdown. We're not throwing confetti and saying Happy New Year. There's a little bit of a different vibe. So a few things about Rosh Hashanah. We do go to shul, and what is commanded of us specifically is to hear the shofar being blown. A shofar is a twisty looking horn, and it's made from a ram's horn. And the idea is that it wakes the soul up, it wakes us up, and the shofar sounds like this. And then at home, you usually have some sort of celebratory meal with family, with friends. I'm excited to go to a couple people's houses and see how their family does Rosh Hashanah. During the meal, we eat apples and honey. It's what a lot of children learn right off the bat about Rosh Hashanah. Fun fact, I am kind of allergic to honey and apples, so don't know what I'm gonna do for that one. But some other foods include pomegranates. We make a round challah, which symbolizes the circle of the year. Some people will have a fish head or even a lamb head because Rosh Hashanah means the head of the year. And something you might have heard before is may we be more like the head and not the tail, meaning may we always be moving forward and not holding ourselves back. There's another tradition called Tashlich, and that's when you go to a flowing body of water and you symbolically let go of what you want to let go of for that year. Now, there are different opinions on how Tashlich should be done, but what I read most recently as someone converting to Orthodox Judaism, the rules are it has to be a flowing body of water, preferably with live fish in it. I did not know that. Some people will throw breadcrumbs. What I read said do not throw breadcrumbs. I don't know what the difference there is about between Orthodox and maybe other observances, but what I read said don't do breadcrumbs, just like symbolically let it go. And Tashlich is not a mitzvah, it's not a commandment or a requirement, it's optional. So Rosh Hashanah is a really fun holiday, but now we're in the 10 days of awe. Between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur are 10 days. Rosh Hashanah is seen as the day of judgment. Yom Kippur is seen as the day of atonement. The idea being that God chooses who lives this year and who dies. So we are asking God, please write our names in the book of life. Help us live a meaningful, fulfilled, worthy life. A lot of people take this time to really take stock of the past year, have some tough conversations with people that maybe they've hurt in some way, something they want to apologize for. Some people view these 10 days as our last chance, so to speak, to show God that I'm changing. This is what I'm doing to change. This is my plan for the next year. So then when we enter Yom Kippur, we come prepared. Before we get to Yom Kippur, I want to share something really exciting with you that I made. Dun, 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 dun. I made a Jewish journal / planner. It is huge. I originally just made this for myself because I'm a big journaler and planner, and I realized like, oh, I can just make this myself. And then while I was making it, I thought, oh, other people might like this too. So this is for the Jewish year 5786, which we are going into next week. You can purchase this on Amazon. Link is in the description. Just so you get a little look inside, there are entire calendar months. There are weekly spreads. There is space for weekly reflections, Shabbat prep. You can purchase this Jewish journal / planner for $57.86 on Amazon right now. Link is in the description, and Shana Tova. So let's talk about Yom Kippur. Yom Kippur is the holiest day in the Jewish calendar. I find it extremely meaningful, but it is a challenge. On Yom Kippur, we fast. We don't have food or water. We also don't wear leather shoes, so people will wear canvas shoes. We wear white. We go to shul. We pray. Like, shul is a full house. This is when, even if you're not very observant, you're probably going to shul. And all of these things that we're abstaining from is to remind us that we are alive. Like, what a blessing it is to be alive. You get to miss that cup of coffee in the morning. You get to miss a sip of water. All these things that we take for granted, you really feel on Yom Kippur. So those are the high holidays, the high holy days in a nutshell. Throughout this year, I'm going to be doing these brief overviews of Jewish holidays that are coming up to help with my own understanding of the holidays as I go through my conversion process, and to also hopefully help you connect with the holidays as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you made it all the way to the end, why don't you leave a comment saying Shana Tova? I'm so excited to start this journey with you and to share everything I'm learning during my conversion process. And this is really going to be such a special year for me. I'm going into this Rosh Hashanah just mind blown at where my life is going in the best way possible. So thank you for being here. Thank you for liking and subscribing, and I will see you next week. Shalom, besties.